Fuck her right in the pussy.
Yeah. Welcome, everybody, everyone listening, everyone not listening, especially them, to the inaugural episode of the Smashcast. My name is Spots, joined by my friend, good friend, and fellow Smash enthusiast, Dismofo.
Hi.
That's the one. All right, so on the Super Smashcast, we're going to be talking about many things, most of them Smash.
I'd like to think at least
Almost all.
99.5% Smash.
But what I mean to say is we're going to be talking about everything relating to Smash, from the competitive scene to updates to I was going to say the games, but there's only one game that gets updates. PM gets updates. That counts.
Well,
to the games, PM and Smash 4, the ones that get updates.
Yeah.
And everything in between. But this week, the inaugural week, is the week of the Big House 5.
Woot woot.
Woo. So it's going to be pretty much just about competitive this time, because this is, in my opinion, in terms of the way that people are going to look back on 2015, I think this is the most pivotal tournament of the year in terms of establishing legacies between the people leading the pack right now.
Yeah, definitely of the year. I mean, we're gonna
Sorry.
for one. No, it's okay.
No. It just looked like you were going to say no. It looked like you were
I
going
was
to be like,
thinking. I was about to say no too.
dipshit.
I was about to say no, but I really thought about it, and you're right. We got a lot of big names coming over, and we're gonna have the whole Coastal Showdown,
Yeah. Coastal Showdown.
Regional Showdown. Goddamn. Just so you guys know, it is about midnight tonight. So, Spots will probably be a bit more accustomed to speaking at this time, but I myself am used to going to sleep at 10, so get ready for some idiocy.
That's all good, man. I'm good for that too.
Aw, yeah.
I say that it's the most important in terms of legacy because we have a lot of unresolved storylines right now. Because we had, for the whole year, this is Melee.
Yeah.
For the whole year, we had Leffen and Armada dominating just about everything.
Yeah.
Just
Just
about-
until recently in Paragon, Leffen seemed practically unstoppable.
Yeah.
And even then, I was talking to Spots before and mentioned some reasonable Johns. Absolute great reasons for him not to have been doing so great during Paragon.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to explain those, Spots.
Just that Leffen had been traveling non-stop for a long time. Leffen, ever since he became sponsored, and even a little bit before he became sponsored, when it was kind of inevitable he would be, has really taken the plunge into being a full-time professional esports player in a way that we haven't really seen from a Smasher since Ken and Mewtwo King's earlier heyday. Because we have people that do it pretty much Melee full-time, Mango.
Yeah,
Pretty
Mango.
But they don't hit the road for months on end.
Well,
just
then
going
again,
to every tournament they can, winning all the monies.
yeah, well, they also live in the U.S., so tournaments for them are more ready, available.
Yeah, Leffen, I'm sure,
Yeah.
wants to fly across the Pacific as rarely as possible while still maintaining his current position. And also, I think that...
I don't mean to be that asshole, but Switzerland is more towards Europe, right? So wouldn't he be flying across the Atlantic?
Yes.
Oh, it feels so good.
I fucked up. Well, I'm sure he doesn't want to fly across the Pacific at all.
That's a good point.
Because
He
there's
probably
absolutely
wouldn't.
no reason for it. So even less so.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You can tell that we really know our shit when it comes to these coastal wars.
Yes. We know our geometry rather well.
Yay.
Wink.
But also, so I think we're going to see a new side of Leffen, not only because of him finally, I think, being at least somewhat rested, hopefully, for this one, but also because we have the return of Armada. And I think that Leffen is going to heat up because he and Armada are pretty much the only two at this point competing for the best of 2015. they've outdistanced themselves so much that the only other person who can really do it, I think, is if Mango just goes ham and wins like everything for the rest of the year, he might be in the conversation.
And that's actually a really good possibility.
It is, if anyone can do it.
Yeah. Paragon being the latest big tournament saw Mango just destroy everyone else. It was like, I don't want to say it wasn't a competition for him, but realistically speaking, you couldn't see him losing.
Yeah.
He was just on a hot streak. And if he keeps that hot streak up here in the Big House 5, I see him taking it.
I can agree with that. However, we did also, Dismofo and I attended Paragon LA,
Yeah.
and we did also at
Good
the end
times.
of very good times, kick-ass tournament. Shout outs! I get to say shout outs. But seriously, Raging Cherry is a fucking bro, and he did an awesome job on that tournament. But what I was gonna say was,
Good guy.
at the end of night one, there was we're assuming money match, but we can't say for certain. But knowing them, it probably was money match between Leffen and Mango. And Mango didn't drop a set in bracket at Paragon, but Leffen was picking him apart.
That's true.
In that off stream, out of tournament match they had. We don't even know the structure of it. They might have just been fucking around. Because I feel
No, it was a money match.
I mean, in the sense that I don't know what it was out of. Because I think we saw like 4 games, and Leffen won all of them. So it's like, is this first to 5? Is it best of something? I don't know.
I ran into Chillin' Dude in Hungry Box. Chillin' Dude explained to me that it was in fact a money match, and then Hungry Box came up and he said, "Oh, so the money match finally started." So I think that's good enough to say.
Well, good thing Mango won Paragon because he lost that money match. I'm assuming we watched Leffen when I believe we watched 4 games in a row where Leffen won, and they were not close games. So I think Leffen walked away the emotional victor from that segment of the tournament.
I think it's definitely based off the bracket. Big 5, depending on who goes up against who, it's because Leffen, I see him completely getting countered by M2K. More than likely getting countered by... Oh, man. I want to say that if Axe gets another shot against him, he can take it.
Axe is definitely... I think in the top level of Melee right now, there's like a few groups and subdivisions.
Yeah.
And so there's the group of the gods plus Leffen,
Yeah.
which are the people that are absolutely capable of winning any tournament.
Yeah.
And then there's, in addition to them, you have a small collective that I don't feel comfortable saying are capable of winning any tournament, but that I think are capable of beating any other player.
Yeah. I know what you mean, and I feel like they're more disruptors than winners.
Yeah.
Like, putting them in specific spots completely stops specific gods
Yeah.
from making it to where they need to be to actually get the gold. So
Yeah. They can all cause problems. They can all knock out individual gods. And I think, who would you say fits that build? I think definitely West Balls, definitely Axe. I want to say...
I'm going to throw it out there, and I'm going to say...
I know who you're going to say.
Who am I going to say?
You're going to say Lucky.
Yeah.
I've been all up on Lucky's dick.
I actually got my picture taken with Lucky. I was happy about that.
I was very close to peeing next to Lucky.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was in line with him for urinals. I almost peed next to him. I did talk
That
to
would be
him,
great. Yeah.
and he is a very nice guy. All of the Smashers are very nice guys, with a few notable exceptions that we're not going to talk about.
Yeah, I was about to, let's not do that.
No, definitely not. No.
Yes.
No.
However, notable smashers that are fantastic, maybe we can go through a real quick rundown.
In particular, Lucky,
Lucky, super awesome guy.
Chillin' Dude.
Chillin' Dude also freaking awesome. Ripped. Didn't know he was ripped.
Oh, you didn't know Chillin' Dude was ripped?
No, he
Yeah.
is like insane.
Dude, that one pop-off from the Region Strikes Back where he beat Hacks and PM, there's this one pop-off where he jumps up and down. He's just like fucking sculpted. Who
I
else?
gotta eat what he's
Who
eating.
else in particular? Biz.
Yeah, you
Bizarro
got to hand Biz's
My man Biz. I
card. That was
love
pretty
Biz.
cool.
And he's
Yeah, he's a super cool guy.
really all of them are. These are just like above and beyond cool guys.
Yeah. Oh, we got a fun story with Mango.
Oh, Mango, I pissed him off.
Yeah, that was great.
Well, that was kind of my
Well,
goal.
pissed off?
I annoyed him.
Yes,
I annoyed him. I like to say pissed off. When we were at a Paragon, we were playing some Melee friendlies, and this was during the PM top brackets. I think it was like round of 16
Yeah.
in PM, and so they were kind of off behind us to our left. We were finishing up a match in friendlies, and one of the other guys at the setup with us was just like, "Oh shit, Mango's behind us."
Yeah.
And we volunteered at Paragon. We were running check-in all day, so we had already seen everybody. So like, we don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
Mango's behind us. Like, yeah, we saw Mango many times.
Yeah.
They're all over the place.
Gave him his badge and everything.
Yeah. It's kind of funny how you go to these tournaments. You're like, dude, I'm gonna see everyone. It's gonna be so mystical, and then you see them all like really fast, and then they're just kind of there, and you're like, oh shit, they're just people. They're just like you or me.
Oh, you know what? I gotta
finish the story first.
Go.
Because we're gonna forget. Because I always forget.
No.
And so anyways, something happened. Something hype happened in PM. I think Plup was playing. And something hype happened. He might have taken a game off IPK or something. Anyway, so the whole side of the room that was watching PM, started screaming. Natural human reaction when a large group of people yell. You look over there. So everyone kind of looked over there, and so since Mango was behind us, and between us and PM, we all turn around, and then we're looking at Mango behind us. He's looking at PM, and I just went, "Yeah, get hype, Joseph." And
he turns around and gives him this look. Tell the viewers, the listeners, what he said.
Mango just turns around and goes, "Don't call me Joseph.
Yeah,
Don't be that guy." And he was doing his classic Mango smile, but you could sense there was a bit of like really though, fuck you.
So,
underneath that.
You felt it genuine, just like
he had that smile of Mango where he's like kind of always seems goofy, but there was this thing of like, but actually don't fucking do that, please.
Yeah.
I don't know if I annoyed Leffen because I don't know if he like straight up didn't hear me or if he was just ignoring me because they're both equally likely. When Leffen went to he didn't even come to get his badge. He didn't pick up his badge.
Whose badge did he pick up?
He picked up no one's. He was just kind of there. No one knew why. I think I even heard Mac D say like, "Why the fuck is Leffen here? I got his badge for him." But
oh yeah, Mac D got his badge.
Leffen came up just like with someone and was like just kind of looking at stuff. I don't know what the hell he was doing. And so I just went, "Leffers, babe, what's up?"
It was a good time.
And he did not respond to that.
He did look at you though. You made eye contact.
A little bit. I don't know.
A little bit is all you need. Let me tell you, I learned that.
I jizzed immediately.
I know, right?
Leffen, call me. Anyway, we're here to talk about Sur's high-level competitive Smash. Let's next time we introduce structure. Can I get a structure jingle? I was gonna like see if I could like make one and edit it in later, but
God,
I like that one better.
Okay. All right, just so everybody knows, we didn't talk about shit before we started this. He was just like, "We're gonna talk about Big House 5, and we're gonna start." And here we go.
Impression.
It sounds just like him, right? God. Hello, everybody. I'm Spots. Listen to me talk about Mango.
And I'm Dismofo.
Why do I fucking sound like an Arab?
I smile all the time.
Smiling's
all
good for you.
Right, structure. Infrastructure. Highways.
This is what you call
Toll
stalling.
roads. No. All right, so what we're going to do, here's what we're going to do. We're going to run through 3 big events at Big House 5, and we're going to give our personal take on how people stack up and who's going to take it. In particular, we're going to talk about first Smash 4 singles, followed by the 8-crew, super-duper crew battle extraordinaire. I'm pretty sure that's the official definition That's the official name, trademarked. And Melee singles, of course. So let's start with Smash 4 singles, 0. Okay, let's move on to...
Hold on.
All right.
Hold on.
All right.
I think there's a small chance that since Zero is taking this time off, maybe he's not practicing. We don't know what's going on. He said he was fatigued from doing so much. So maybe he's actually just taken all this time not playing at all. And if that is the case, we got to talk about who else could possibly take it. My money is on my man Nairo. He's been playing so goddamn well. And he took a Paragon. And he took it very convincingly.
Oh, yeah.
So, on the chance that, and I mean, when you guys listen, you're going to hear me say this a lot on the chance that, because I like to think that it's not just so cut and dry. Yes, if Zero has been practicing nonstop, chances are he's going to win. He is the top, he is the best Smash 4 player in the world, but there's always room for error.
Absolutely.
And when that error comes, my money's on Nairo. What about you? You have to have somebody else.
The thing about Zero is he did take this break. I don't think he's been actually practicing. At least, I mean, I'm sure he has recently in the last few weeks, but the first few weeks of his brief hiatus, he took a full break. But what he has been doing is he's been watching. He's been hyper-analyzing the game. He's released, on his YouTube channel, he's released a bunch of analysis videos of characters, and I believe that Zero has been mentally still in the game this whole time.
Yeah.
And in Smash 4, the mental aspect of it matters so much more than the tech skill involved in Smash 4.
Yeah.
And basically, my mindset is that there are definitely a lot of people that are capable of beating Zero.
Yeah.
That are on the cusp of his level. Nairo immediately comes to mind. DeBuzz, Mr. R, Ally, I could see beating Zero. ESAM, MVD has really come a long way. Almost went into Grand Finals winner's side at Paragon. But
who did he get knocked out by again?
He got knocked out by Nairo in that he was winning the Game 5, and then Nairo put out this perfect down B.
Yeah.
And stage spiked him, and I think he teched it, but it just wasn't enough, and he just wasn't able to get back. It was a real heartbreaker. It would have sucked a lot if Nairo wasn't a really awesome guy.
That was when we were playing Project M, right?
Yeah. MVD is a super awesome guy too. But,
yeah.
But it's like it's hard to be like, oh no, when it's like, but Nairo though.
Yeah.
And but basically, I think a lot of people are capable of taking out Zero, but until one of them does, I just can't see myself saying anybody else.
Yeah.
Out of all of them, I think Nairo. I agree with you. Nairo has the best chance, but until someone proves that they can finish off that set against Zero and put that final nail in the coffin, and even if they don't win. Even if Zero still wins, if Zero just gets knocked into losers, if he just loses a set, then that kind of busts open the way I look at the
if it bleeds,
high-level
you can
Smash
kill it.
4. Yeah. Let's rock, apparently. So you probably didn't even hear that on the mic, so now I'm just a fucking crazy person. One of my daughter's baby toys just kind of reacted, and it was scary.
Yes. We are alone in this big house, and the lights are off.
Oh my god!
And
Except for the two other people and the 3 dogs. Fucking hell. Okay, John, introduce the crews while I turn off this fucking giraffe.
All right, actually, before I introduce Cruz, I'd like to just say that I also got a chance to meet with Nairo, and again, just like super great guy, really bubbly, really nice. And just... Oh, Hungry Box was also, like, super nice. Very accustomed to the whole... can we call it fame, or should we just call it pseudo-fame?
It's fame. Who else is more famous at these tournaments?
Well, I mean, in a general sense.
In a general sense, he's not even like a little bit famous.
Yeah, that's why I said the pseudo fame. They're accustomed to it, and they handle it really well. I mean, Mewtwo King, super great guy, doesn't handle the pseudo fame well.
Well,
People come up to him and they're like, "Hey, how you doing?" He's like, "Hey."
yeah. Well, that's
That's not
just,
knocking. That's not
yeah,
knocking.
it's not
you
just
know?
the fame thing. That's just socially in general.
Yeah.
We did get to see Mewtwo King chasing Ally around Paragon,
Oh, that was
including
great.
running under tables.
Yeah, he
Which
was like
I'm amazed that Mewtwo King didn't knock over a setup while doing that.
very nimble.
Yeah, probably weighs like 17 pounds
Well, 17 pounds and 4 ounces.
of pure Mewtwo muscle.
Absolutely.
Tell your story about your badge, the journey of the badge, because that also explains your experience with Nairo.
Oh, yes. So, as previously stated, we volunteered. We got to help pass out badges. And during this passing out of badges, we noticed that Zero's badge was on the table, in spite of the fact that he was no longer going. So, I, being the upstanding citizen that I am, happened to be eating some peanut butter. And a little got on my finger, and I accidentally touched Zero's, and it stuck to my finger, and I don't know how it went from there to my own lanyard, but it did. So I somehow ended up with Zero's very own
So
name tag.
Dismofo took Zero's badge.
Go fuck yourself.
And there's no judgment. No one else was going to take it. I almost took Javi's, but I don't care that
Yeah.
much about Javi's great, but I'm like...
Shots fired.
No, Javi is an awesome player. It's just I'm not like a particular fan of his, so it's not the best keepsake.
Understand. Oh, if Bizarro Flame would have showed up, would you have kept his?
Oh, dude, fuck yeah.
Both of us huge fans of Bizarro Flame. And
Who isn't?
he's such a cool guy. Such a cool guy. A lot taller than I thought he'd be.
Yeah.
Um,
He's kind of built like Ganondorf. He's tall and powerful. I said built, not that he looks like him.
No, I didn't eat.
That's Kage.
Kage's.
Now it's shots fired.
Yeah. And okay, Riley.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay. Also,
So tell your badge
just-
story.
okay, badge story. So I had Zero's badge, and I thought it was kind of funny. I had a sweater. It was a very light sweater, so I was able to move it around my neck as if it was a scarf. So I walk up to Nairo, whose badge I had passed out recently, and I say, "Oh, Nairo, how do you feel about your chances now that Zero isn't in the tournament?" And he says, "I feel good about my chances, but the thing is, people aren't going to think I'm good because I still haven't beaten Zero, who's considered the best." I said, "Oh, well, that's a good point. Did you know Zero's actually at this competition?" He goes, "What?" I take my sweater, fashion it into a scarf, show him my lanyard, and he just busts up and he starts laughing. We get pictures of one another on each other's respected. What's the fuck? Is it respected?
Respectable.
Respect.
No.
One-
Respective.
Respective. Thank you. Oh God. Each on.
Not that Nairo's phone isn't respectable.
Yeah.
I'm
on
sure
each
it's a
of our
lovely phone.
respective phones. Yeah, he
But
had
it's got
a.
a swag Team Liquid case.
He had a. I think Galaxy S5. It was nice.
Did it have a swag Team Liquid case?
No.
Well, what the fuck, Team Liquid?
You guys, you better
You gonna let your boy starve?
step up now.
But those jackets look fucking swag, though.
Jackets are really.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, but he got a couple pictures of me, and he was just like, "This is fat. No, I have to." And I told him that I had recently undergone some plastic surgery and some liposuction, and I am Zero.
Yeah,
Get ready.
Yeah. And that badge is now with Sky Williams.
Yeah, I ran into Sky Williams.
Ran
Overtook
into,
him, talked to him.
tracked down, whichever.
Actually, I ran into him.
Yeah, I know.
I was more of a.
And then you tracked him down.
Yeah, I tracked him
later.
down later to say hi again. He was a. Sky Williams is so awesome.
Hell yeah.
Super bubbly, super nice. Also,
Super bubbly.
fucking tall.
Yeah.
Like 6'3" or something. Jesus. I looked up and I was like, oh, you're dulce. I don't know why I said it like that, but I did. Yeah,
Excuse me,
yeah.
Mr. Williams.
Mr. Williams.
I am a huge fan of your YouTube channel.
Let me give you 0.
You are make Smash very hype.
So hype.
Very hype. I like your Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Your
Hey,
Yoshi.
no offense, Sky. You're great.
Offense?
I love you. Yoshi ain't great.
You think Sky is...
Yeah,
A,
she sucks.
you think Sky's going to listen to this? B, you think Sky's going to be listen to this and be like, how fucking dare they make a silly voice in a little sketch about me that doesn't actually impact me at all, the voice. It's just also there. Motherfuckers. Yeah, Sky was like, oh, awesome Zero badges. I was like, take it.
It didn't exactly happen like that.
I wasn't
but,
there. I'm paraphrasing.
That was some good paraphrasing.
That was...
I just said I was a huge fan of his YouTube because I watched him for before he was even a Smash 4 guy. He used to be in the League of Legends.
I need to get John's fedora.
My-
I need to get his fedora and his thick glasses and his trench coat.
I don't know where this joke is going, but I am on the edge of my seat to find out.
Just because you're a Sky Williams hipster.
That was
Dismofo
me
has
slowly.
turned away from
yes.
me. He is staring into the wall.
Very nice curtains, actually.
He's putting his leg up on his other leg, wearing some red Vans, or at least some red Vans-esque shoes. Vans style street shoes. Street shoes. That's hard, man. Toy boat.
And I'm back.
Crew battle.
It finally time to take over for that. I'm good. I have talked a whole lot.
All right. Next up on our slate of things to talk about, Smash 4 doubles. JK, fuck that. AKA, I don't feel like looking up what every fucking team is. So we're just going to move on to the 8-region crew battle extraordinaire featuring crews from Canada, Midwest, SoCal, NorCal, Florida, Tri-State, New England, and Europe.
Yes, Europe being, I think, the crowd favorite to take it.
They certainly have a lot of fucking power up there in Sweetland.
Yeah, they have so many good players. Let's take account of them. They have Leffen, obviously, doing fantastic lately.
Mm-hmm.
They have Armada.
Back from his big hiatus.
Yeah, and I'm certain he's going to come back in a big way. Obviously, he's going to at least make top 8. And then we have, their other amazing players. Croissant. So good. Have you seen his Pichu? It is just ridiculous.
Joseph Goebbels.
Dude.
He's going to be there in force.
Yes.
George Harrison.
Liam Neeson.
Mm-hmm.
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson.
Plays an insane Roy.
He does.
Just absolutely crazy.
When asked why he chose Roy over Marth for Melee, he was quoted as saying, well, he's my boy. He's my boy, isn't he?
That's a great impersonation of Liam Neeson.
It was passable.
Let me
I'd give that passable. Don't
give
mean
it
to toot my own horn.
I'll give it a C minus.
Ooh, that's passable.
It is passable. That's right
That's
on the edge.
passable. Getting my degree still, bitch.
Yes.
And my dog just sighed.
Does not appreciate your Liam Neeson impersonation.
Well, I could stop giving you food, bitch. That would have worked better if he
Wait.
was a she.
Yes, I was about to say Duffster. No. So they don't have anybody else, do they?
No, they do. They do.
Like whom?
Like Ice.
Yeah,
Ice, probably the...
a croissant.
But really, though, Ice out of Deutschland, probably the second best tri-main in the world. Only behind Mewtwo King.
But that's still not saying much.
Triple threat, man.
Triple threat maybe, but if all three of those threats still aren't too much to talk about.
Here's what I know about
When's
ice.
the last time ice won anything?
When was the last time anyone else won it?
That is the best comeback.
Let me rephrase this. When was the last time any other non-top 6 won anything?
My imagination.
The correct answer is,
When's the last time ice made top 8?
Events. Top 8 of something big?
Yeah.
I don't know for a fact, but I'm assuming he made top 8 at Beast 5.
As you can tell, we research our shit.
I didn't know you were going to ask me when was the last time Ice made top 8. Look, here's what I know.
I just haven't heard him doing anything good in the past long period of time.
He hasn't been going to much stuff. I think that he's having issues with travel. I know that he was one of the people that the fundraiser for Big House 5, he was one of the people that they flew out with money they raised.
Yeah, that's good.
Here's what I know about Ice. Leffen.
He's a cool motherfucker.
Yeah. Ice cold. Oh my god. Leffen, if there's one thing that we can definitely say about Leffen that we can all agree on, it's that he is very, very honest. Some would say to a fault.
Define... What kind of honesty are we talking about? Are we talking about honesty in his words, or are we talking about honesty in his play?
He says what he truly feels.
Okay,
and
he
does not hold back.
Has he said something about Ice?
He has said that Ice is critically underrated, and that he did a video where he did his personal ranking of the top 20 players, and he was looking at Melee on Me's best of 2014 for reference, and he was just going through all the people they listed above Ice and just going, no, Ice is better than that. Ice is better than that. And I, for the most part, trust Leffen's judgment, and also... You know, you say, like, oh, triple threat doesn't mean a whole lot. In a crew battle, that means a whole hell of a lot.
Yeah.
Because having he can fit any role. Yeah.
The niche you need to
And
fit.
role players are a huge deal in crew battles.
Yeah.
And so I think that's a big deal. And then they also have Professor Pro, who has been blowing up lately.
Yeah, Professor Pro.
Ever since he kind of switched. I don't want to... No, I'm going to say it. It seems to me, at least, I didn't follow Project M very well, but it seems pretty clear that Professor Pro has switched his focus from his Project M Snake to his Melee Fox, since his Melee Fox got 9th at Paragon and performed very, very well. And his Project M Snake, not so much there, buddy.
No, he didn't even make it to top 8, did he?
No.
Yeah, that was sad.
I think he got knocked out in round of 16, I want to say.
Something around there.
So, but yeah, Professor Pro.
Which is really sad. His snake's fun to watch.
Yeah.
Way more fun to watch than his fox.
Oh, yeah.
No offense to his fox. His fox is, I don't want to say cookie cutter, but it's very standard to what we've seen.
It's a Melee Fox. There's only so much we knew we can see from that.
Yeah. Well, Mango's fox is fun to watch whenever he starts to get crazy with it.
Yeah, absolutely. But I feel like that's more. And when you say Mango's fox is fun to watch, more emphasis on the Mango part of that equation.
Yeah, that's
than
true.
the fox
That's
part
true.
of that equation.
Well, that's why you gotta set yourself apart.
Snake and PM is just inherently fun to watch. Just a very dynamic, reaction-heavy play style with a lot of big moments.
Yeah.
It's got all these explosions, these trippy traps, and his tranquilizer gun.
Oh, the tranquilizer.
Oh my god.
The grab and the down throw.
Yeah.
Setups. Oh, they're so beautiful.
It's just in the fucking most disrespectful meteor probably in the history of all Smash games. That fucking I'm gonna kiss my kneecap without ducking my head down, shove my balls in your face, and then bring my foot down on the top of your head with an earth-shattering force.
We're going to have to come back with a different podcast for the best Meteor Smashes.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's more disrespectful ones.
I don't know, dude. That one... I feel because a big part of the disrespect of Meteors is how long it takes. And that's
I feel
one
like
of the long ones.
Kirby's would be like the...
Yeah.
Because it's hitting you a couple times, then you go down, and chances are he's going to do it to you again.
But anyway...
Let's continue, yes.
Should I bust out my tiers?
Yes,
for the crew
absolutely.
Battle. The regions. Not every region my friends, is created equal. So I'm going to give you my rundown of how I view this crew battle, including who I think will take this crew battle. And I will certainly, I'm sure Dismofo will chime in to tell me how bloody wrong I am about every fucking thing. Except that we generally agree on a lot of
You're
these
wrong
points.
about that, you motherfucker.
Oh shit! Paradox.
Oh.
Go to bring in your boat. You got 2 boats. You need a paradox. So I basically took these 8, broke them down into 4. What? Did I say teams of 8 instead of 8?
That was for the
teams?
paradox joke.
Oh, okay.
You see, we don't actually have stands for the microphones. We're holding them in our hands, so I can't really clap unless I put the microphone in between my thighs as such. Oh, yeah. And take my hands and do such.
So 8 regions.
Yes, 8 regions.
that I've basically broken down into 4 groups of 2, going on up in their likelihood of taking this.
Obviously going to start at the bottom.
Starting with the bottom 2, which are the ones that have no chance.
Now, let's get ready. He is loading his gun right now. Shots are about to be fired.
Nothing personal, but Midwest and Canada, not so much.
No.
Canada, you've got Cosk, the Kerborier, and that's it. You have Kirby Kaze. Kirby Kaze is very good chic. You have Kage, the world's best Ganondorf. We know that he's capable of huge upsets. He's made them happen before,
but not capable of taking.
No, sir. When the chips are down, they're going to be on Canada because they're way down there.
When the chips are down, you put chips on the ones that win.
When the chips are
Not the
down,
ones that-
you get some salsa or
there you
some
go.
French onion if you've got potato chips. I had assumed tortilla.
Oh, I'll get some pico de gallo.
Get some pico de mayo.
Maybe some guacamole.
Maybe some avocado. Midwest.
Oh, wait, actually, we also forgot a key player in Canadian,
Please
Scott
tell me.
Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim
Yeah,
versus the world.
he was against the world. He even went against the universe.
If Canada ever gets enough players that they can conceivably do a Canada versus the world crew battle, it has to be called Scott Pilgrim versus the world.
That'd be fantastic.
But
One of them has to also name themselves Scott Pilgrim.
yeah.
So
Midwest.
next up,
Midwest is. I mean, Midwest has always been the butt of regional jokes, going way back in the day. Even the
Yeah.
early days of Melee, it was West Coast, East Coast, and then that shit in the middle.
yeah.
And nowadays, they still
Nobody even called them the shit in the middle. They just didn't even acknowledge them.
They acknowledge that there was that the big crew battle at FC3 where they had 4, and it was West Coast, East Coast, Midwest, and South, and everyone was just like, okay, so we're gonna have this kind of preliminary thing where Midwest and South are there for some reason, and then we're gonna have the big East Coast, West Coast crew battle. Midwest just has never really had a particularly strong player. They have some players that can get stuff done, but not enough.
It's same case as Canada. They don't have any of the bigs. They have actually. I think Midwest might be even under Canada.
That's the
Debatable.
only good match that anyone's going to have with Midwest or Canada is going to be when they play each other. Because that's I don't know. We're so good at research. I'm assuming it's round robin format, so that every region has a chance with every other region, and then probably like a grand final. I don't fucking know. But if Midwest and Canada do play each other, I don't know who takes that, because Canada has the better like core 2 in Kage and Kirby Kaze, but I think Midwest has a bit better quantity overall, which historically usually wins.
Yeah, they get worn out.
It's hard to say though. So those are the dumpster fires in these crew battles. Next up they could win if all of the fucking stars align and everyone goes ham and plays perfectly.
Yeah,
We have Tri-State.
but if they go Turkey, that shit ain't happening.
Oh snap! Tri-State and New England. Tri-State, which
Wait, well, which one are you ranking above the other? I say Tri-State has a better chance than New England.
I will agree with that after having seen who's not going.
Oh, yeah.
Because I made some assumptions that
Yeah.
didn't hold true. So New England, New England. I guess, I should do New England first since I put them below them. New England, you've got Nintendo Dude. You've got Chillin' Dude. You've got Red Dude. You've got Bro Dude. You got Swood Dude.
They all changed their names.
And you got Rude Dude. What you don't have is Chew.
Yeah.
What you don't have is Asin. What you don't have is anyone else besides those people I already named. But they do have enough role players and enough solid players that I think they can easily outdistance themselves from the likes of Canada and Midwest.
Oh, definitely.
Mm-hmm. And in a tri-state, we have considerably more talent. We've got Mewtwo King, I assume, is going to be representing New Jersey still, even though he lives in Arizona. But he represented East Coast.
Well, Arizona is not represented at all.
Yeah, at least not this time.
For technicality's sakes, it'd be all right.
Yeah, it still annoys me though. Like especially last year at MLG, the
What are we
Anaheim
gonna
West Coast
do?
East Coast crew battle, we had Axe playing for West Coast, who's in Arizona, and we had Mewtwo King playing for East Coast, even though he lives like less than an hour from Axe in Arizona. And
That hour makes all the difference.
and has for quite some time. But he still swears his allegiance to the East Coast, I suppose.
Yeah, well,
So I'm
until
assuming
Arizona.
that he'll be playing for Tri-State, representing Cinnamon City, New Jersey. You also have The Moon, DJ Nintendo, Abate, Zoo, a few other notable players, but a lot of these players that I'm mentioning are very hot and cold.
Yeah.
Much like the Tri-State region itself. Mewtwo King has been hot recently, and he'll probably put in some work,
Yeah.
but not enough to elevate them to the level of the remaining four crews, I think. Yeah. The Moon has also been doing well recently, and they have a lot of just solid players, but I don't see anything in them to elevate them out of that position. I would say that now that I know that Chew and a few other New England players aren't going, I almost want to say it's like Midwest and Canada are an F, and then New England is a D, and Tri-State is a C.
A pretty low C.
I want to put them. I almost want to put them in their own category after learning a bit more. But they also are missing hacks. But
They're missing hacks.
they're missing hacks. Hacks is not going to the Big House 5.
Yeah, we were looking at that.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Next up in the second to top tier of these are the teams that absolutely could win it.
Yeah.
They have all the talent. We have NorCal and Florida. I put Florida a bit above NorCal, I think. Just a hair. Florida has a god.
Yeah, I know, but
Cole Ball is fucking amazing right now.
Florida's god. Let's be frank.
Let's be
Not
Juan.
expecting.
Let's be Juan Debbie Edma, a.k.a. Liquid Hungry Backs.
Yes, Hungrybox performed admirably at Paragon, but as we've talked about this off. I was about to say off camera. We've talked about this off mic. We've talked about this off mic about how Hungrybox has his job.
Yes.
And as Spots stated before, his job was just barely starting for Paragon.
Yeah, it was a few weeks before Paragon he started his full-time job. Now he's in the thick of doing it. And Hungrybox is concerned about his future and wants to be financially secure. What a fucking sellout.
I know, right?
No,
Doesn't
Hungrybox
want to play children's video games.
Hungrybox, I overheard, going into right before top 8 Melee at Paragon, I overheard a conversation between Hungrybox and Chillin' Dude, where Chillin' Dude said, "So you're still in it, huh?" And Hungrybox said, "Yeah, somehow." Hungrybox
No confidence in himself.
He made an insane losers run at Paragon. If you go back and look at the bracket, the people he had to go through after he got knocked into losers, I believe, by Professor Pro. But Hungrybox kind of stated before Evo that was going to be his last tournament where he really went in to win it and give his all. He still did it at Paragon. I think at this point he's kind of relaxing into being okay with being okay.
Yeah.
And enjoying the community.
Putting the time into it anymore.
Not as much. But I still think that he destroys just about anyone that's not at his level. People forget that there is a big distinction when you get to the gods. And yes, there are a lot of people that are capable of beating Hungrybox.
Yeah.
But in general, there's just this level of confidence and experience that is really hard to defeat in them. And he'll still have that going for him in crew battles. He's still the threat that has to be neutralized. He's still what they're going to be preparing for. He's the biggest problem they have to deal with.
The only issue I'm seeing is that he is a threat that needs to be neutralized, but he can be... I get the feeling he's going to be somewhat easily neutralized.
Yes.
By any of the other regions with the god.
Yes.
Even any of the other regions with... can we call them demigods? I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
The disruptors.
The good players.
The good.
The really good people. The people who play Melee really good.
Yeah, they good.
I'm going home. Fuck it.
Spots has just gone home. He has arrived right now.
Jesus Christ.
How do you like home?
It's fucking fantastic. Okay. NorCal.
Yes.
NorCal is an interesting region. On paper, they don't look particularly better than Tri-State. A bit better, not particularly.
Yeah.
NorCal is one of the most, if not the most, unified regions in the world. They are just a band of brothers, and they support each other, and the energy that they bring to crew battles is palpable.
Yeah.
And they know each other so well, and they play off each other so well. They're just, they feel like more of an established crew than any of the other. All the other regions are just kind of like, hey, we're doing a regional thing. So if you live near these people, you're playing with them. Here you go. Whereas NorCal, I feel like it's like, oh, make your team out of anybody in the world. They'd be like, I'm sticking with my NorCal guys.
Yeah, that's true.
And they do have very solid players overall. Pew Pew U, SFAT, Shroomed. You got Toph in there. He's okay. I don't know if Scar is going to be on their team. I feel like he would be just for moral support almost.
More than likely, yeah. Sorry for the silence.
I
need some lower lumbar support.
Alan is a very good NorCal player who's going to be there. That doesn't really travel to much, but he frequently places well at NorCal regionals, and he's very good. And then Florida. Florida is the first one where it starts to really look stacked. Florida, you've got Hungrybox, Coalball, Plup. Already that's a pretty big three-piece. You also have Wizrobe, Gatsu, Lamb Chops, Pork Chops. I don't know if both of them are going or if either of them are going, really. But Florida's just a really solid...
Didn't you check that Pork Chops was going?
I think so.
I could have sworn I saw his name.
Maybe. I know I checked if Gravy was going, and he's not.
Yeah, no.
But
Florida.
Hungrybox is still solid. Coalball is playing really well right now. His Marth is the fucking truth.
Yeah.
When I saw he switched to Marth, I was like, why? And then I saw it, and I said, oh.
Having a Marth player in your crew is just a very, very valuable resource, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Especially against all these 20XX.
But that's the thing. It just occurred to me, Florida does not have a Fox.
They don't.
They have a very good Sheik. They have Coalball for Fox, but they have to pick one or the other.
Yeah. Well, I think Coalball would be better off with Marth.
Yeah, at this point he seems to be favoring it.
Yeah, so he might be able to pick Fox. No, stay away from Fox.
Yeah, but this is the point where Florida and NorCal, these are the crews that it would not surprise me if they won. I would be very impressed. I would not. I'm trying to think of a way to phrase this. I don't expect them to win, but if they do, I'll say, well, damn, they did it.
Yeah.
They pulled it out. Whereas
somewhat underdogs.
The first four we mentioned, if they win, I'll be like, what the fun
Who
times?
is spiking drinks?
And then in top tier, the crews that I think are the favorites here, as you already said, Europe
Absolutely.
and
Woot woot.
SoCal.
There we go.
So at the team that I think has the second best chance to win, which in turn will reveal who I think is going to win, we have the drum roll. That was disgusting. If you heard that. If not, then again, I just sound like a crazy person. At number 2, I put Europe.
Okay. I'm surprised that we are on the same page here.
We're not on the same, but you said Europe was your number 1.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you just said they're the favorite in general.
Yeah, they're the crowd favorite.
screwed up.
Europe, it's fun. Europe is the crowd favorite, I think.
Midwest is the crowd favorite. The tournament's in the Midwest, you clod.
Shut the fuck up.
They're the crowd favorite. They're their homies.
What I mean to say is, out of the Smash community and large.
That, like, people want them to win.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, they do have a Leffen.
They have.
That's a pretty big problem as far as people wanting you to win.
I'm sorry, expect.
Oh, expect. Okay.
There you go. My bad.
Now we're on the same page.
Yes.
The Armada Leffen duo is incredibly powerful. Ice is a very solid player, and he can play several roles.
Yeah.
Professor Pro is very good. He can neutralize a lot of threats. Professor Pro is allegedly the best fox in the world at beating ice climbers.
Which is very useful against SoCal.
SoCal and New England.
Yeah.
But ultimately, Armada and Leffen, as good as they are, Leffen more so than Armada actually can be neutralized.
Yeah.
I say Leffen more so. I don't know. I just feel like
Leffen, if you throw him off his groove, it's done.
yeah, Armada's
kind of more flexible.
You don't throw Armada off his groove really.
Yeah.
Armada controls the pace of every match he plays.
That's what makes him a god.
Armada is so precise, and Leffen can beat him, and a lot of people can beat him. Not a lot.
The gods can
beat Armada. But Armada just has this quality where he just is so on point so much of the time. He's probably the most consistent player in the world. There we go.
Consistency. That's a good word to use.
Yeah. And so you can throw certain people at Leffen and they can hit him in his weaknesses.
Yeah.
Leffen has weaknesses. He covers for them very well, and he attacks very aggressively, and he gets in there and he gets wins.
Yeah.
Like nobody's business. But Armada doesn't have weaknesses. Armada, you just have to find a way to outplay. You can't really pick away at him at certain things. His defense is immaculate.
Yeah.
You just have to you just have to beat him out. You just have to fucking do it. Shia LaBeouf style.
Okay, to add a little bit to that fantastic explanation of how to beat Armada. But you do have very good points. His defense is always on point. His offense is always on point. I wouldn't say it's about being more on point, but it's about setting up situations where he doesn't have the best options. Because most of the time that I've seen Armada go down, it's when the offense against him is on point. You're not going to beat Armada by being defensive. At least 9 times out of 10 you're not.
I'm going to say 10 times out of 10.
All right. Well, yeah, you know what? Okay, I'm going to say there might be a fringe case, but yeah.
Hungry Box Apex 2010.
Okay.
That's the fringe case, but that was also Armada fucking up
99.9% of the time, defensive ain't going to work. So if you stick with the offensive, if you force him into bad situations, you can beat Armada. That's what it's going to take. And why don't we move on to the number one
The best
choice?
region in the fucking world.
So that way we get a
SoCal.
great example. Yes, SoCal.
SoCal is beyond stacked. SoCal is also, in addition to being as stacked as the likes of Europe and Florida, if not more so, SoCal has the edge in their role players.
Yes.
In terms of a crew battle, they have a solid three-piece Spacies group of Mango, West Balls, and Lucky. Some of the best Fox and Falcos in the world. Not arguably, top 10.
Oh, yeah.
Mango is a top 10 Fox and a top 10 Falco. West Balls is a top... Not even top 10, top 5. Top fucking 5.
I love Lucky. There. I don't think Lucky's in the top 5.
Name
Foxes.
5 Foxes better than Lucky.
5
Mango,
Foxes
Armada,
better than Lucky.
Leffen.
Mango, Armada, Leffen. I'm going to say M2K.
Okay.
M2K's Fox is definitely better. No offense to Lucky. M2K hasn't really been doing Fox too much, but still better. And another one above that.
It's a toss-up now.
Oh.
Can you say beyond a shadow of a doubt that Silent Wolf is better than Lucky?
Beyond a shadow of a doubt, no.
Yeah.
But he has beaten him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But, okay, what? This is top 6.
Okay.
Some of the best
Lucky's way
some of the
up
best
there.
space animals in the world.
Yes.
And those 3. And they're all hot right now.
Yes, super hot. Mango coming off his victory at Paragon. Lucky made
Coming
top
off
8.
Top 8 at Paragon.
Which was
Looked very good doing it.
so good.
West Balls has been very consistent this year.
Yeah.
Very consistently not winning. Oh, shit, no. West Balls has been making top 8s. Like
Yeah, he's
it's
been
his
making top
motherfucking job. And now that he's sponsored by Tempo Storm, it kind of is.
Yeah.
So they have that solid core. And then they also have one of the best ices in the world in Fly.
Ooh, Fly, yeah.
They have certainly the best solo Peach main in the world in MacD. They have... What? Solo Peach main.
I know, but...
Armada is a better Peach than MacD, don't get me wrong.
Oh, yes. By and large. I don't...
Who's better than MacD besides Armada?
I'm not...
Kalamazoo? DOAH?
No, neither of them. However, I don't think his Peach is going to do all that much.
It's going to neutralize any...
Don't...
What?
Who is his Peach going to neutralize?
Nintendo.
That's not saying much.
He plays a role.
My left nut neutralized Nintendo once. That's not even a lie. That's a
It's
true
irrelevant
story.
to the conversation. It's not untrue. Nintendo is a fucking threat, dude. Why do you think Nintendo is bad? Why does everyone think Nintendo is bad?
It's not that he's bad. It's just that he's not up there. I'm sorry.
He's up there, man.
Okay.
Um,
Continuing.
They have one of the best Falcons in the world in S2J.
Yeah, that's true.
They have the default best Samus main in Hugs, since Plup isn't a Samus main anymore.
Yeah, that was a sad day.
Hugs just kind of moves in there.
Samus is good, though.
That's the other...
It's definitely comparable.
That's another aspect to why Leffen can be neutralized more easily than Armada, is if you're Midwest, SoCal, or Florida,
Yeah.
you just Samus him.
Yeah, you can't seem to answer any of that.
We're gonna fucking keep talking about that shit, Leffen, until you prove you can beat a Samus. Any Samus. No, I think he even stopped making excuses, and it's just like, yeah, I need to fucking figure out how I'm gonna
Yeah, he did.
figure out this matchup. But he doesn't seem to be working on it a whole lot. I don't know. We haven't seen a matchup since Evo.
I don't blame him for not working on it because he did just get wrecked by M2K's combination of Marth and Sheik. So.
Well, Leffen's mindset is something I want to talk about in more depth when we talk Melee.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think we both agree SoCal is looking like the favorite to win this.
No, definitely.
They have all the tools,
yeah.
including the fucking weird ones on the Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
They got the spork.
They got the corkscrew.
Yep. for all that wine that you drink when you're camping.
Yeah. They have the nail filer.
In case you want to, that corkscrew and the Swiss Army knife, in case you're in a survival situation, but you just want to get a little buzzed.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Moving on.
Actually, if you're out camping, you're always gonna want a little bit of wine.
Yeah.
Whining and dining.
So you can fuck the bears.
Or
Melee singles.
Or whoever you're with,
Melee
whether that be a
singles.
guy or a girl.
Melee
or
singles.
2 girls.
You know all about that, don't you? Straight up player.
No. I am Dismofo, not Datmofo.
Oh, snap.
Get it straight.
I'll get so straight that I don't suck a penis. Melee singles.
Melee singles.
This is, as we said at the
Ooh.
beginning, I think the most pivotal tournament for Melee Legacy this year.
Oh, it's going to be fantastic.
We have the return of Armada, which is a huge deal because in addition to being tired
Yeah.
and worn out, I think that Leffen didn't perform as well recently because Armada was not there. At this point, Leffen and Armada are the 2 best players in the world. Mango is heating up, Mewtwo King is heating up, but I still don't think you can make an argument against them at this point in the year. They've been too dominant. Which one has been more dominant is almost impossible to say. The tournaments are split between them. Their sets are really split between them. When I've been talking about Leffen's honesty and his top 20 list, he put number 1 as a tie between himself and Armada. Now, if Leffen even had like a shred of confidence in saying that he was better,
He would have said it.
he would have said it.
Yeah.
He cannot. Leffen wants to be the best. More so than possibly anyone at this point. Because he still gets disrespected so much just because of his attitude.
Yeah.
I think he feels he has to dominate the game to prove, not to himself, because he already knows he's the best in the world from his perspective, but to make everyone else admit. And he will want to win this tournament, or at the very least, make sure that it's anyone but Armada. If it's not him, it can't be Armada.
If it's not him, I think it's... Okay, well, here's the thing. If it's between those 2, my money is on Armada.
Mm-hmm.
Because Armada, like we've mentioned before, so solid. It's really hard to beat. Leffen, though, you can upset him. You can have that, like, random Samus player that'll just come in, send him to losers.
Yeah.
And if he just happens to run into maybe M2K, I'd even dare to say... Yeah, I was going to dare say Pew Pew U. But Axe...
Pew Pew could beat Leffen.
He can, but
he would have to play out of his mind.
Yeah, that... Again...
But he has the skill set.
He does. But so, Leffen, his chances far fewer than Armada. And I don't want to say that Armada's my pick to win, even though he is. I just really, I don't want him to win. You know what I mean?
No one wants
You always
that
want
to
to.
win.
You want to root for the underdog.
Leffen, I think, has been bodied recently
Yeah.
because of out of game as far as his mental approach to tournaments. He is a victim of the dreaded tunnel vision.
Yeah.
Something that I, having just said it, it's hard to say that about Leffen. It's hard to say that about one of the best players in the world at a particular fighting game. But going into the EVO and post-EVO tournaments, Mango was talking a lot about how he still had a set lead over Leffen that year. That
Yeah.
Mango hadn't won any big tournaments, but he was beating Leffen. And like we said, even though Leffen got bodied by Hungrybox
Yeah.
at EVO and Paragon, and body destroyed by Mewtwo King at PAX and Paragon, we still watched him pick apart Mango, the winner of Paragon.
That's right.
I think that Leffen put a lot of effort into saying, I'm going to fucking be better than Mango. And he let other stuff slide. He's never really, ever since his ascension into being one of the best in the world, he has been consistently disrespecting Mewtwo King and Hungrybox, saying that they're past their prime, that they were never as good as PPMD, Mango, and Armada. And I think he just let them creep up on him. I think call me crazy, but I think Leffen might be a little prideful. Got a bit of an ego, that one. And I think that for the first time, it's really starting to bite him in the ass. And I think he's going to go into this ready to fucking take on Armada, and that's going to open the door for other people to step up and knock him out.
Yes, because even during Paragon, when he was practicing leading up to top 8, the only thing he practiced against? Fox and Falco. That's all he practiced for. So, him getting bodied by M2K just made a lot of sense. So, him coming here, yeah, I'm not really seeing him doing anything more than practicing against Fox, Peach, and possibly... No, Armada doesn't use Young Link anymore. just against Mango. Or just against Hungrybox.
Yeah. Speaking of Hungrybox, we already talked
Edit
about
that
how
out.
we feel about his chances. For those of you who have there's an awesome thing you can do, the Big House setup, where you can do a fantasy team based on their placings at the Big House and see how you score. They also had a section in there with bonus questions that you can get bonus points for, little questions if you get them right. One of them was who's the highest ranked player that you think won't make top 8?
Yeah.
As much as it pains me, I said Hungrybox. For the reasons we stated before, he's settling into a more laid-back role in the community.
Yeah, focusing more on his job, which, as we joked about it, saying, terrible, shame on you, Hungrybox. But
sarcasm.
it's totally understandable. I completely sympathize with that.
Yeah, all the best to Hungrybox.
Yeah, wish him the best of luck in the world.
Yeah, he's gonna get bodied at the big.
Yeah.
He still could do it. I just don't see it happening. But
Agreed.
Hungrybox is no stranger to upsets at the Big House.
Yeah.
Another person no stranger to upsets at the Big House, and upsets in general, especially lately, is Mewtwo King.
Yes.
How do you feel about Mewtwo King's chances?
I feel that if by some, not miracle, but if by some chance Armada gets knocked into losers, and Mewtwo King stays into winners, coming into top 8, he has an insanely good chance of taking it.
I agree. But the thing about Mewtwo King is that, not in game, certainly not in game, depending on who you ask, but in terms of tournament outcomes, is one of the most unpredictable players. Because he's so fueled by his emotions and his mindset.
Yeah.
And we don't even fully understand how they fuel him. People always say, Mewtwo King, just can't perform when he gets down on himself. When he starts doubting himself, he tanks. But going into Paragon, he posted, I haven't been practicing, blah, 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 blah. The takeaway quote from a post he made on Facebook, and I'm assuming probably on Twitter as well, was, he said, I've never felt worse going into a major tournament.
Yeah.
He gets second.
Second place.
He humiliates Leffen. He almost resets the bracket against Mango. He gave a fantastic performance. So I have no idea where he's at mentally, and even if I did know where he was mentally, I don't know how it would impact his playstyle.
Yeah, that's true. When he was playing against Mango, before he was playing against Mango, he decided to practice Fox and Marth. When he was playing against Mango, as the first round, he chose Sheik. I believe that if he would have practiced the Sheik more, he would have taken it. Because his Sheik was on fire, especially against Leffen. That was just immaculate.
That's the problem of being a tri-main, I guess.
Yeah, you
Just
put it into
when
the
you
wrong
split your
thing.
focus.
Yeah, and if you're okay, Mango. If you choose to play Fox against him, your Fox had best be the best Fox. If you choose Falco against him, it best be the best Falco.
Yeah.
You cannot toe-to-toe him like that. So he should have put all his money on the Sheik. Or hell, even all his money on the Marth.
Mm-hmm.
You need one of those two. Because without them, you're fucked.
Well, he did need the Fox for Hungry Box.
He did, but
I think we're agreeing more so than anything. Mewtwo can win this.
he can, definitely.
Will he? I don't fucking know. Is he?
Who do you think has the better chance, Mewtwo or Mango?
I'm just gonna jump the gun and I say that I think that Mango is gonna take this tournament.
Mango's gonna take the tournament. Ooh.
That's who if I have to pick who's gonna win, I say Mango. I think that his mindset right now. I mean, I don't know this man.
Yeah.
I just called him Joseph once and got him upset with me.
Yeah.
But
See, this is why this is your voice. Yes.
As we were leaving Paragon,
That's not even the voice I used to mimic you that one time.
as we were leaving Paragon,
Yes.
I said to Dismofo,
And I said, yes, Spots?
words that will live in infamy. Are you going to Paragon? I don't want to. When is it?
Yeah. And
That
then
is Leffen asking Mango if he's going to Paragon. That is Mango's response. Mango went on to say, that to play the way he does requires this next level kind of mindset that he gets into, where that he has to practice a certain. Not only that he has to practice hard, but he has to practice hard a certain way.
Yeah.
And he has to get certain results, and he didn't have enough time. He went to Paragon. He destroyed everyone in the bracket. He even though it was close with Mewtwo King, it felt like Mango was in control.
Yeah.
That whole set. And I think, and this is Mango's first. That was Mango's first national that he won in 2015. There's a YouTube video that keeps popping up in my recommended videos called 2015, the year of the goat, a Mango combo video, and I'm like, that's cute, but no, this is the least Mango year we've had in a long time. I think that now that Mango has gotten a taste of that big victory, like I said way back when we first started this super long first episode of this podcast, that Mango can be in the conversation if he goes bananas and wins a shit ton. I think that he is poised to do that.
You know what? I want to argue it, and I want to say, M2K's got it, but Mango is looking like Mango or Armada. One of those two, 90-something% chance of taking it.
I agree with that.
If we see grand finals with Mango against Armada, it will be beautiful.
Oh, God.
Beautiful matches.
That's going to be hype. Everyone else forfeit.
Yeah.
Let's just.
Hopefully they money match.
I don't think so.
Well, Mango and Left and Gun money match again because they always do.
I think Mango respects Armada too much
To money match him?
to money match him like that. Because I don't think Mango money matches people unless there's a certain amount of chiding and a certain amount of disrespect involved.
Yeah.
And we know that Mango does not respect Leffen
None whatsoever.
all.
No respect.
At all. But Mango respects the absolute hell out of Armada. How can anyone not?
During his money matches, he was talking shit. It was funny. I was like, what? You're losing to him right now, and you're just talking shit to him?
Lemons plays so lame.
Yeah.
Lemon plays like such a scrub.
Yeah. Oh, man. What did he fucking... he said one quote that just made me laugh so hard. while he was losing, he said, "No wonder you're on losers," which was just fantastic. But what were you gonna say?
So I've got my money on Mango. You've got it kind of split, Mango and Armada.
Yeah,
And another like
an
another
extra
little bit
an
on
extra
YouTube King.
an extra couple shillings on YouTube King.
Right.
YouTube King, yeah.
So that's where we stand. I'm really looking forward to watching it.
Yeah,
It's
and
going to be a great tournament.
we're gonna have a follow-up podcast.
Yes, absolutely. We're going to watch it next week, and we'll record something right after and talk about how right I was.
Oh, we'll see who's right.
Especially about how you have to play Armada. You just
gotta be good.
You just have to not be anyone besides Mango, Left, and Mewtwo King, Hungrybox, PP.
Hungrybox can't beat Armada anymore.
Hungrybox can beat Armada.
I don't think so.
Beat him at Evo. Last year, I mean.
Yeah, last year.
This year he was the only one who took games off Armada besides Silent Wolf.
Okay,
Hungrybox.
But ever since then, he's been declining.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. Hungrybox and Armada have an interesting dynamic between the two of them.
If Hungrybox
Probably
knocks,
because they're both so defensive.
If Hungrybox knocks Armada into losers, Mango takes it.
I don't think that'll happen. I'm just saying Hungrybox can beat Armada. I don't think he will this time.
Yeah.
I think what it's really going to come down to. I think between Mango and Armada, as stereotypical as this is to say, I really stand by it. It's going to come down to who wants this more. I don't know where Armada's motivation is at. He won Evo.
Yeah.
He went in. He played Evo, looking like the best person to ever play the game. I was rewatching.
He was hot.
I was rewatching some of the other day, and it's just.
He was just killing people.
That the winners
Slaughter.
finals against PP.
Yeah.
Just crumpled him up and tossed him aside, and PP was playing really well. And Armada just was on another plane of existence.
Personally, I was surprised PP even made it that far.
He didn't have the hardest bracket compared to the others.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that another side note, but before we wrap things up, I'm really glad that PP is feeling better. That he's not going to be competing at Big House, but he's going to be attending.
Yeah.
He released a statement about his health issues, and that he's starting to feel better. And certainly wish him a speedy recovery, because I want to see that man play again.
Yeah.
I miss what he brings to the balance of power.
Our best of wishes out to you, PPMD.
Mm-hmm.
We love you, man.
Yeah. So anyways, watch Big House 5. Watch it with your friends. Watch it with your family. Sit your mom down. Say, Mom, that's Melee. And she'll be like, go clean your fucking room, you piece of shit. You sat me down for this?
Or if you don't live with your mother, she'll be like, you brought me over here just to watch some other people play video games?
I thought we were going to watch Walking Dead. You said I needed to watch it. I don't have the Netflix.
Obviously, our fan base is nothing but a bunch of 40-year-old 40-year-old virgins.
This is what all 40-year-olds sound like.
We're talking about their mothers.
Oh, their mothers.
You're saying that's what their mother sounds like, so
Yeah.
they'd have to be like 60,
Your
70.
mom isn't 90? God damn. What a dysfunctional weirdo.
I'm sorry, I'm trying my best. Meh.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to the
Yes,
first
everyone, thank you
episode
so much.
of the Super Smashcast. I'm Spots,
I am Dismofo.
and we will talk to you again next week if you're so kind as to listen. If not, we'll talk to somebody else or possibly Dead Air.
Oh, yes, Dead Air is the best to talk to.
Yeah, dude, Dead Air is top tier in things to talk to.
I know, right? Albeit Dead Air is top tier at the very top currently.
I'm ending this joke. I'm stopping this joke.
But watching paint dry.
I'm going to move
A good second.
my finger
Okay, bye.
over to the stop button on your audio.
I just said bye.
and your audio's gone. And here goes mine. Oh no. Thanks for listening.